Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Rise of the Trinity. So, I made it up here. Took me about 15 more minutes. The real thing that solved the problem for me was rewatching a video of someone else doing it. You do need to be on this lowest platform, but you need to be standing right on this edge and let the platform spin so it's a little bit further than the midpoint of this edge. So when you jump, you actually land and grab the ledge and climb up very quickly. You don't use the grapple jump to get up to that point. That leaves you enough time to get onto this central platform while it's raised. Climb up on that if you only grab the ledge. That's how I just did it. And then jump over here and then grapple hook on that point. This document's been done.
I thought I survived to spite my tormentors. But now I think I survived to spite myself. This is not a life worth saving. No life is. There are new people in the valley. I will teach them that this existence is not worth living.
Seems really weird that she sounds suicidal, but she chose the homicidal path instead. The other thing, as long as this doesn't kill me, that I found is if we come over here, there's a map I missed, which will tell us where the other survivalist caches are, which will be very helpful. It's somewhere around here. There it is. And that's one of the things that wasn't marked on the map and wasn't and obviously one of the survival cache is right there because I haven't been to this part yet. Could have done this while I was before I beat Baba Yaga, but I simply didn't. So there's only one more survival cache that needs to even be collected, so I just need to find my exit. Clearly I've never been to this point before. Here's that other section. So it's all rather connected. I may even have a challenge to go talk to the daughter. Feels like the Baba Yaga DLC is pretty linear. So zoom out, 100% completed. We are done with that. That's good. That leaves us with only, I believe, the Soviet installation, if anything else.
I shut off the last of the boilers inside. You should be able to explore without, you know, going mad.
So no challenge or anything for that. And we didn't get a skill. So there's 2 survival caches that we need to collect in the Soviet installation. And then either I've missed a tomb or there's just another tomb to happen, because there's nothing more to do anywhere else. Let's start with the excavation shaft as far as places. Now I do have a map that just tells me where all of the survival caches are, and I think it's probably worth my effort to just look at the map and see. Alright. Zoom in real fine. There should be 3 survival caches that I collected here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There should be 3 more that I collected here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There should be 1 here. Right? There should be 1 here, and there isn't. So that's one of the 2. Let's go get that one. So I fast traveled to the wrong place. I could have looked at that. I feel absolutely no shame in cheating. Now we've spent way too much time on this. Clearly there's a map somewhere I didn't collect. Which that in itself might mean that I won't get 100%, or there might be internal achievement counters that are saying, that are counting how many of the maps I've found. Let's see. Supply shack is full of items, and I have enough coins to purchase, I think, everything at this point. So somewhere around here. Let's see. I have to zoom in to try and figure out. I think it's actually somewhere over here. And I'll just tap the X button to cheat it. So yeah, you can just cheat the game that way and tap X everywhere. Now, there should be 1 survival cache if I'm looking at the map right. Let's see. Right here. And I don't have that one marked either. It's not super surprising that this section of the map is where I missed collectibles, because we didn't spend a lot of time in this element. I'm going to try to see if I can use my survival instincts to get a glimmer of where it is. I couldn't, but I found it. Anyways, so now, zooming out. We're 100% done with the Soviet installation. The next move is to fast travel to the shed and purchase everything from our many collectibles we've gotten. And then we're good. We're ready to move the story forward, rescue Jonah, find out that Jonah is actually working for Trinity, move the story forward in any ways it happens. Now, I suppose as far as upgrades, we've found 100% of almost everything, and still there's a considerable amount of salvage missing. So unless the game just decides to give us a ton of salvage for some reason, you're not going to upgrade everything. The shotgun in particular has barely gotten any upgrades. I also am not rolling in hides, and the chromite seems to be an unnecessary element. And even the bow isn't at the maximum. Yeah, I just don't expect that I will collect that much salvage. Furthermore, as far as doing all the optional things, there's still 5 skill points here and 3 skill points here. It would be a little unbelievable if we get 8 more levels. But maybe we will. There's also really no reason to play this a second time. Like, I couldn't imagine doing a new game plus and just doing the game twice. Even if I was trying to beat it on the most extreme difficulty with a new game plus, it wouldn't be that hard because you just run and gun. Don't even bother to do the stealth stuff because you wouldn't need the experience probably. So let's purchase supply shack things. We have a tactical shotgun for 140 and a military rifle.
I was going to take that one myself, but you're the one with the gold.
So that's 100 XP extra.
That's some nice gear. Enjoy it.
That's 100 XP extra. And I am just slightly short of the 120 needed to get the grenade launcher. And I can go ahead and buy the pistol suppressor, I suppose.
You've got good taste.
So I need 17 more coins. I imagine there's more than 17 more coins in the entire game, but maybe not. It's certainly a possibility there aren't. And that doesn't do anything for us really differently. We're still with our compound bow, which is the thing I want because it does the most amount of damage. Maybe it's not actually necessary. We're still with Moon Shadow. Now that we have this, we could potentially maybe do stealth kills and use the handgun for a little bit at the end here. I imagine that might as well have some fun with it. Now on the assault rifle, there might actually be a reason to switch to the military rifle. It does a little bit less damage and the rate of fire is slower than what I've got right now, but it has more stability. No, honestly, I still want the assault rifle. And the pump action versus the break action, which I think the pump action has more shots in it. And tactical shotgun would do a little less damage, but it would have more stability. Now, honestly, it seems like all of them are... I'll do the Harbinger. Seems like all the two weapons I just bought are not actually useful for anything. And there was a commando outfit that we got. Reduces the delay before health regenerating. And it's basically the blue Henley outfit with different pair of pants and a tactical vest around it. Taking a long time to load. Well, meanwhile, I think there's still maybe an achievement for the Huntress outfit, so I don't see a reason to get away from that. By default, I think we'd be wearing the one outfit that doesn't actually offer you a bonus. Which one would that be? Maybe the whiteout jacket? It'd be nice if there was a button that would let you go back to the default storyline outfit, but whatever. I lost my rope that was here. Let's see. Can I not make this? You would think these would save, but apparently they don't. Time to move the story forward. It was probably 4 or 5 hours, if I was to guess, of running around getting all the collectibles, just so I have abilities that I might be able to show off. Maybe. Let's go this route, since we did the higher road before. And since we're in a new section, I'm gonna hope that we find the map. Clearly we've missed a couple of them, and hopefully that doesn't count against us. We're in the research area now, so we know there's not a ton of things that need to be found. Go save Jonah. And see, the funny thing here is, I don't for a second feel like I've forgotten any of the story, because it's so simplistic. It's nothing surprising has happened. I definitely have probably forgotten people's names. There's been a lot of people in the story, not very many of them important all the time. Like the Sarah character, whatever her name is, could have been merged into the Jacob character, and it wouldn't have been a problem. Jacob and Jonah could have been easily merged into one character, which wouldn't have been a problem. Lara Croft, I kind of feel like she should be the only good guy in the story, just to make things simple. Let's see, I'm gonna run this direction. Let's see if we run into any enemies. Again, not worth it to run around. Still trying to do the sports short. Did I not blow this one up? Yeah, I did. And saw that there was something back behind. This direction. What am I missing? Did I close off a barrier? I can only fast travel back to that area? No. It was this part. Kind of dull again. Yeah, when there's nothing happening. And clearly the flares are here because even the game knew you were gonna get lost. Yeah, if there was anything more that way. Almost certainly there's something hidden somewhere around here, but it's totally not worth walking through all of this. And this is where I stopped at this base camp. Tractor making noise. It's kind of funny, the car is on, but doesn't seem like anybody's driving. Or if they are driving, they're not willing to come out and fight me. To this point. And this is as far as we went. We stopped right here and going forward. I don't think the silencer goes away. I think it's just there forever. This does not seem like the gulag. This seems like a whole different generation.
What's going on? New order.
Looks like it. Demolition crews are already packing up the choppers.
Never thought
Now, I think these, the prompt to hit Y to kill people should be somewhere to the left or the right of you, not to the left or the right of not above the enemy, because sometimes you're not looking at the enemy. When that is the case, you don't see the prompt. I could booby trap his body. There's a cache. Actually, quite important thing to get. So let's go get that first. They seem to be relatively safe. It'd be kind of cool if I if I fell through the ice and there was some destroyable. So full auto shotgun piece found. I'm not certain you're gonna need any of these upgrades though. I started here, and now I've just gone in a circle. There's only a couple of places on the ice you can even come up.
Constantine down in Syria?
Yeah, it was a bit of a mess.
Croft?
Constantine didn't expect to find her in there. She managed to bring the whole tomb down on our heads.
Thorn in his side, that one.
Speaking of Croft, she's still out there.
They still want her alive?
Not anymore. She's too much trouble.
They should have killed her when they had a chance.
She was useful for a time. Let us hear, right?
Think Trinity was trying to recruit her?
It's not our place to speculate. Someone's here.
So much for using the gun. And now that full auto shotgun is unlocked. Again, I'm just hoping to...
Hey, give me a hand over here.
Sure, hold on.
What's up?
This damn truck is dead.
Don't bother. We're not taking any of this shit with us.
Over there! She's there! Open fire!
Headshot 50 points. Why am I getting 50 points with the gun to do a headshot when I've been doing headshots with the bow this whole time and getting increasingly fewer points? Maybe the game has just completely failed to train me and tell me we want you to play in a varied manner. Sure, that would have been interesting and fun, but that's not what you were. You weren't giving me any indication, game, that was what you wanted. If anything, you were implying to me that this was a partially stealth game, and because it was a partially stealth game, is this a map or not? Apparently it isn't. was left with the impression that I was supposed to be cautiously playing. Where are all those bodies? I lost some bodies. I guess they exploded. I swear this looks like a map. If it's not a map, what is it? Well, whatever. There's 2 relics in this area, 4 documents. They might all be in this area, but probably not. There's one more thing to do with the challenge. I've found all the survival caches just by luck, I suppose. Yeah, and there's only 2 or 3 more areas after this. We barely did anything. We barely spent 15 minutes actually moving the story forward. And yet, I imagine we are now at 73, where we stayed at 72 for 2 hours. It doesn't feel like a game where you're 73% done. It feels like a game where you're closer to 93% done, honestly. I can't imagine there's too much more. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.